Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and I have a very fascinating game for you from 1934 Bourdonnais McDonnell match. Between June and October 1834, Bourdonnais and McDonnell played a series of 6 matches, a total of 85 games at the Westminster Chess Club in London. They are sometimes seen as having been unofficial World Chess Championship matches before the title of World Chess Champion existed. This match is confirmed Bourdonnais as the leading chess player in the world. This game is taken from their 4th match, and now let's see what happened on the board. In this game, Irish chess master McDonnell had white pieces and he started the game with e4, e5 by French aristocrat Bourdonnais, and f4. McDonnell goes for this hyper-aggressive King's Gambit. He takes f4, King's Gambit accepted, knight f3, g5, bishop c4 and g4. Black is attacking white knight, but McDonnell didn't even pay attention to the threat and played knight c3. Of course, castling kingside and going for Muzio Gambit is considered to be more ambitious try, but in the game we see knight c3. This is called McDonnell Gambit, named after McDonnell, who successfully introduced this line in his 3rd match with Bourdonnais. Like in Muzio Gambit, white is sacrificing a piece for a quick development and rapid attack. G takes f3, black accepted the sacrifice, queen takes f3 and bishop h6. Well, instead of bishop h6, it's better to play d6, and if castling kingside, then bishop e6, because in King's Gambit this light squared bishop is white's trump card, which is usually putting too much pressure on f7. That's why it's important to get rid of this bishop as soon as possible. But instead, after queen takes f3, we see bishop h6, d4, knight c6. The pawn on d4 is under attack, but McDonnell castled kingside and allowed knight takes d4. Bourdonnais captured on d4 as well, after which his position collapses. Well, d6 could have been better if bishop takes f4, then queen f6. Though after knight d5, queen takes d4 check, king h1, still white has great attacking chances, but this continuation of course could have been better for black. Instead, after castling kingside, we see knight takes d4, and now you can pause the video and try to find McDonnell's next move. Ready? In this position, McDonnell captured on f7, removed the pawn which was safeguarding black king, after which it turns out that black king is becoming an easy target for white pieces. King takes f7, now comes queen h5 check, king g7 and bishop takes f4. Now there is a very nasty bishop e5 threat. In a game of Maxime Vacher-Legrave against Hikaru Nakamura, which was played in 2016 on chess.com, in this position Nakamura played d6, like acting against white's bishop e5 threat, but MVL simply sacrificed the bishop, after which Nakamura resigned, because if d takes e5, then rook f7 checkmate, and if a move like knight f6, then simply rook takes f6 and the game is over. But in our game, after bishop takes f4, Bourdonnais decided to exchange the bishops. Rook takes f4. Right now there is a mating threat, knight f6, queen g5 check, king f7, and the second rook is joining the attack, intensifying the pin. King e8, and McDonnell also captured on f6. Of course, black could already resign, but he's still making moves. Right now the threat is queen h5 check, followed by queen f7 checkmate. Queen e7, but now comes the knight, knight d5, queen c5. Black is creating a cheap trap, knight f3 double check is the threat, but in this heated position, McDonnell found time for a prophylactic move and he played king h1. Look at this move. Knight e6, but McDonnell also captured on e6. He's simply sacrificing his pieces one after another. Actually, with his last move, he just freed his f6 square for the knight, and now the knight is coming and black will lose his queen. D takes e6, and after knight f6 check, finally Bourdonnais resigned. With his last move, white is freeing the fifth rank for the queen and black is losing his queen. For example, if king f7, then queen takes c5, and actually winning the queen is not enough. Black king is in a mating net. If e5, then knight g8 check is very beautiful. If king takes g8, then queen f8 checkmate, and if king g6, then white can start a devastating king hunt, after which white can announce a very beautiful checkmate. Look at this position. This knight on g8 square looks simply awesome. That's why, as I've already mentioned, understanding that his position is hopeless after knight f6 check, Bourdonnais resigned. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this mega aggressive attacking game. For more games, consider subscribing to my channel. I will see you in the next video.